recording? I think we are, so let's do it. G'day, guys and girls, and welcome back to another round of the Dynamic Knights Esports, the Diamond tier number 2. We're here for the finale of this Season 1, technically on F1 2020, here at the Singapore Grand Prix. It looks like it's a pretty clear night here at the moment in qualifying. Who knows what it'll turn out for in the race. And boy, oh boy, do we have a championship fight on our hands. Top two are literally separated by only 12 points. So, curving Texas, there he is. And I think it's the guy behind. No, it's not, actually. It's SD Big Chich, actually, who's still in the garage at the moment. That's his teammate, False Equation, just leaving the pit lane. Now, first things and foremost, there is... I've been told that the first couple of minutes, these guys, as you can see right about now, right on cue, thank you, curving, that these guys are just going to do a few little burnouts at I think it's the first corner at the last corner for the first couple of minutes of this qualifying session. So they got the opportunity just to have a little bit of fun. Let me just see what, if I can remember what was said. I'm just going to remember. Yeah, so first 3 minutes, everyone has been told to pull some mad donuts, using the donut emojis, thanks to Bodhod. So it's the first 3 minutes, so obviously now it's an 18-minute session qualifying for short quali. So they got now, between now and when the clock hits 15 minutes exactly, that's the only time they're allowed to do burnout. So they better hurry up very quickly because there's only 45 seconds left of it to go. So if they want to do it at the final corner, and this is their last opportunity here. Now at the moment, I have a bit of a thunderstorm rumbling around in my place. You guys and girls will not know that because this video usually happens... will come out usually a day later than what it usually does. So hopefully, fingers crossed, this will go out on Friday. That being, well, for me, it'll be tomorrow, but for you guys and girls who'll be watching it back, it'll be now, obviously. But fingers crossed that this thunderstorm can quickly pass over me, and hopefully I don't lose power. That'll be the last thing I need. Yeah, there's Bodhod just doing a few doughies, and there's the Red Bull, be curving. They better be very quickly doing some doughies. False Equation, I think he's just doing a bit of burnouts here at the front straight. Probably what Mercedes might be doing come after this weekend at the Turkish Grand Prix. Well, I think they've already wrapped up Constructors' Championship in real life, but Lewis Hamilton could have a chance to wrap up his 7th championship title this weekend at the Turkish Grand Prix in real life. But I think everyone's now had their opportunity. Now, preferably, I don't think you want to be starting on these tyres because they're going to be absolutely dead, to say the least, especially if any of these guys are doing the burnouts especially. So it looks like we've had a one-off already, that being Ned hugged my dog. Now, that's a weird camera shot. This is going to fix it for me? No. What's happened here? Finn Kelly already getting the lap times underway, 35.079. Am I pressing the right buttons here? It might be just the right camera, I don't know. This might be just the right camera, I'm not actually too sure. No, there we go. So it'll fix itself up. So we have 15 drivers. We've just seen actually the Lance Stroll has actually just joined the lobby, but that's Meg who's just joined a bit late during qualifying. Had some stuff to deal with beforehand, so we've got him now for the qualifying session. But we've got 15 drivers. Let me actually have a look who is not here to see who's... so we are missing Jash in the Williams, Cutsy in the other Red Bull. I don't think he's been here the last couple of rounds. And Prezzo, that'd be Stone Tao. He's not here either. We've got a few reserves in our mix tonight. We welcome back Danny Rick 03, who did race back at Belgium, I believe, in a McLaren. Of course, you guys and girls wouldn't have known that because his gamer tag didn't show up for me. But thankfully, the gamer tags did show up for me this round. So he's in the AlphaTauri for this race. We've also got, obviously, Ned Hugged My Dog. I believe this is a Bella Danger, who I think raced, oh God, this is a while back now. He raced a fair while ago. I don't actually know how long ago it was, but I know for a fact he did race in this tier, but I think he more races in the yellow tier that happens on a Wednesday night. And we've also got Kwok. He's back again in the other AlphaTauri. And I think that's pretty much it. So 12 minutes to go in the qualifying session. And like I said, it's all out in the championship fight. And there's still a few minor placings as well to sort out in the championship as well. Plus, Constructors' Championship, I think I've been told, that's not over and done with yet either. Even though at the moment it's Renault leading the way. As we see Tim Ant here. Still Renault leading the way by a good margin. Anything is possible around Singapore. I did mention this last time at Italy. Which, by the way, if you have not seen that, the replay that I shared last Friday, I believe, then go check it out. It is on my channel. Had a fair amount of views actually on it. That's probably the most amount of views I've had for a premiere. So a big thank you to everybody that watched in. I think majority of the views might have been from these guys who are watching it back. So there's probably a few big Fs in the chat for Bodhod last week who unfortunately had a tyre puncture on the literally the penultimate lap going on to the last lap, and I've probably just spoiled it already. But for you guys and girls, but if you want to go see it, go check it out. Or if you want to go check out his channel, just look up Bodhod1, I believe his YouTube channel is, so you can watch his replay back of what occurred. But yeah, he did give it his absolute all, trying to go softs to mediums around Italy, but unfortunately the tyre wear was just a little bit too much in the end. And unfortunately he DNF'd out of that race. Did drop him back, I think, in the championship standings. So only got a couple of... Oh, I guess you've got a few cars actually on the track at the moment. Who's on a lap here? It's Iconic Hugh just leaving the lane. Danny Rick, I think, is on a improvement, is he? No, he's just going to dive it into the pit lane. Here we go. So we've got Ned Hugged My Dog. Very interesting game of tag, I've got to say. I think, yeah, like I said, this is formerly a Bella Danger. I think he changed his game of tag or something. That was just a very weird... Okay, well, that just happened. Fair enough. I'm not sure whether the stewards will have a look at that one. So we'll leave that one be. But yes, he's formerly a Bella Danger. I think is Ned Hugged My Dog. But yeah, very interesting game of tag. But I think his original account may have got suspended or something from PlayStation from memory. I'm not 100% sure on that. So who else we got? We got that's Lance Stroll and obviously Smeg. You'll see car number 18 as he just dives it into the pit lane. It'll be interesting to see what a lot of these guys will do strategy-wise, because I have done Singapore as of recently in another league, and it's probably best you steer clear of the soft compounded tyre. Sure, if you want track position, then it'd probably be the ideal tyre for you, but in theory, I think majority of these guys may try to go onto the medium, or qualify on the medium compounded tyres and go from there. Because otherwise, if you do the softs, it's a fair stretch to do maybe the one stop around here. You might have to go for a two stop. You never know. Safety cars may play a factor around this track, that is for sure, because plenty of concrete walls are waiting. And have seen plenty of drama already so far in the blue tier and the yellow tier. See Kwok here about to start his lap time. There might be a little bit of lag on my screen. I'm not sure why. It's probably to do with my internet a little bit. Who's that? That's Bodhod. No, that's the other Renault. Oh, Tim Ant, who's just on a nat lap, so he's just leaving the... about to, I think, start a lap. We've got a false equation here. So else? Blue Dog's on a nat lap, right? Thank you. So false equation will be the first driver. About 8 minutes to go. It's currently position 11. Constructors are still up for grabs, like I said earlier. Crosses the line and jumps into 5th place, 36.963. What about Bodhod, who looks like he's going to qualify on the mediums? Crosses the line, goes second fastest. Very nice job there for Bodhod. 35.843, 8 tenths, not quite 8 tenths away from the man of the moment, Finn Kelly, who's won the last four out of the last 5 races. Of course, maybe got a bit of luck last week. Although, saying if Bodhod probably got to the end, I doubted whether he would have won the race on track because of the penalties compared to Finn. But yeah, Finn is putting in a late charge here. Iconic Hugh now to the top with a 34.788. So first man into the 34s. Another one who's looking for a little bit of bragging rights, you could say, in the Drivers' Championship. Possibility of finishing inside the top 10, whereas he's only 16 points away from Katsi, who of course is not here. So a good opportunity here. Has a decent run here. Well, what's 16 points? A P8. So if he can finish at least 8th or above, then I think he's got P10 in the bag. But like I was mentioning before, Finn Kelly putting in a late charge. He's definitely finishing in the top 5, barring a miracle. But could potentially push for a top 3 in the championship, which is incredible to say the least. For someone who only joined at Vietnam, you can see dropping back from the Master Tier. Because the Master Tier did finish up at Vietnam, where of course yours truly did get a podium. Still, to this day, I don't know how the hell I got a podium at Vietnam, to say the least. But I've seen as well that Vietnam's been dropped for 2021. So unfortunately, didn't really last too long for Vietnam, as there's Blue Dogs just hit the wall there out of, was that turn number 19? So it looking likely that Vietnam is not on the calendar for 2021. I don't know if many people were big fans of that track anyway, but there's still an announcement on which track they'll be going to. I think there's whatever is replacing Vietnam on the calendar. The 23 races next season. Quite a lot, we're going to say. And going to Saudi Arabia for the first time. It's be interesting to see to get used to that track, I suppose. We've got used to Vietnam and the Netherlands this game. But real life hasn't had that opportunity, obviously. I doubt they will have an opportunity in Vietnam. You never know. Right, let's have a look at Big Chich here. Position 6, second in the championship by only 12 points. Oh, he runs a little bit too deep there, I think. And he's hit the wall. That's at turn 14, just at the end of Esplanade Drive. I think he's got front wing damage. I would dare say he would have. I'd be surprised if he hasn't. It's actually pretty surprising, actually. Might have a little bit of wing, I don't know, but no end plates missing. He might finish this lap here. He's got the Ferrari in front of him of Banana Cake Pie. I know he's just going to abort that lap, so he might start on the medium competitor tyres, as will his championship rival, Curving Texas. Just Red Bull's just being pushed back into the garage as we speak. So this will be very spicy, to say the least. Two championship contenders starting near each other in 6th and 7th at the moment. Because a lot of other guys may be starting on softs here. 4 minutes to go. This qualifying session is the AlphaTauris. Just get out of each other's row. K-Walk's on a lap. Danny Rick is just about to start a lap, I would think. No, I don't think K-Walk was actually on a lap. He's validated, but he's way off the pace there by the looks of things. So the current order stands Iconic Q with a 34.787. Nearly, not quite 3 tenths clear of Finn Kelly in second. And you got Timat in third, ahead of his Renault teammate Bodhod. Interesting to see who is the number 1 driver at the end of this season, because we did query that one, I think, earlier in the season when Lazy Tower was streaming and doing the big questions, the post-race interviews. We've got K-Walk there in position 5, Chich in 6th, Curving Texas in 7th. He's just going out on the soft compounded tyres, I see, so maybe trying to bait Chich into a little bit here. And he's going out as well on the softs. We've got Curving on position 7. We've got False Equation in 8th. Banana Cake Pie in 9th. And Hello There, How Is He? Britain in position 10. The 38.054. Danny Rick in P11. And, of course, Ned Hug, my dog, is not set on that time. So I would assume he'd be starting from the back. As I say that, somebody's just jumped up. Who was that? That was James Cruz. Actually, he's just jumped in the 9th with a 37.242 in the McLaren. So we got both Smeg and Blue Dog, who I've just been notified, actually, in the Discord, that his accelerator pedal is intermittent, becoming more screwed each lap. So that's definitely not good news, especially. So fingers crossed that issue can rectify itself. Otherwise, you might have to take things very cautiously around here. Do not want to have an intermittent accelerator pedal, that is to say the least. He might be starting from the back of the grid. So who have we got on a lap time here? Who's that? One of the Danny Rick goes 11th. 37.559. I might have to go grab a drink of water in a minute because I don't have one near me. Actually, I do, but I'll finish qualifying and we'll get into that. So this Banana retires. He's got his other Banana teammate here, Banana Josh, not racing with us tonight. So we got Chich there. Is that no? That's Smeg, who's just invalidated. So I would dare say he's going to be starting from the back. Hello there, how is he? He's just jumped into 11th. Keeping himself just outside the 10 so he can start on whatever tyre he wants. Who else we got? There's a few guys on out laps, so they won't start their times yet. So I think Finn's just about to start his, actually. So it looks like, I'm trying to find who's going to be the first person to actually cross the line. So not Blue Dog, it's Iconic Q's on a out lap. Who's that behind him? It's Tim Ant, I think. Yes, it is. So it looks like Curving Texas is going to be the first one to set a lap time. He's just gone purple. The middle sector, 1.2 seconds ahead, quicker than his lap time. So interesting to see whether he continues on with this lap or not, or whether he bails out of it and rolls out of the, well, it will start on the medium compounded tyres. See what happens here. Blue Dog retires, so he's going to be starting from the back. Probably the safe bet. As it looks like Kirby's going to cross the line and goes position 1 with a 34.780. 7/10,000ths clear of Iconic Q. Only just for the time being. Who was that in the background? I think that was Danny Rick. False equation. Looks like he's going to bail out of his lap. Is that Smeg behind? I think that is. He won't set a lap time, I don't think. What about Chich? I think he improved. Yes, he did. He improved in the 3rd spot there. Apparently he's got the fastest 3rd sector. So here comes Finn Kelly. He did have pole last week, and I think he runs a little bit wide there coming out of the in turn 21. Now through the final couple of corners. Is this going to be pole? Can he steal it? Yes, he does. For a 34.419. He probably would have got a little bit quicker without that little error through there. Who else we got here? K-Walk coming underneath the grandstand, I think that is. He's currently 7th at the moment. Remember, there's still a few guys that are still to do their lap times here as he cuts through the final couple of corners to the line and jumps to the 4th. So there's a bit more of a gap now between Curving and Big Chich at the moment. There's Iconic Q. Here he is. Flies it through the final couple of corners. And he does go 2nd spot there, so he does displace Curving Texas. He drops back into 3rd spot. Who else we got? Bodhod. Actually went 5th fastest there. Not sure what he was trying to abort his lap coming across the line. It's failed miserably if it has. But I think that is nearly qualifying done and dusted. Just got Tim Ant, who has invalidated. Curving's obviously just going to make his way back to the pit lane. See, Tim Ant crosses the line and he stays 7th there, so Curving's just going to make his way back to the pit lane here. And fingers crossed he'll retire the car. Don't think it'll affect anybody's lap. Well, you don't really want to be getting a 5-place grid penalty, that is for sure, around here. He's starting mid-pack. It'll make it very, very interesting to say the least. There is a couple of spots between Curving and Big Chich, so that makes it interesting. So it's advantage Curving Texas at this moment because he's leading the championship, which we'll get into as he finally retires the car. So I'll have a look at qualifying. I'll grab my drink bottle and we'll have a look at the championship standings. So it's Finn Kelly that gets another pole position, potentially looking on track to get that top 3. It's Iconic here in position number 2 there on the front road. And Curving, like I said, in P3. Kawok in P4, very nice job. Bodhot in 5th. Chich there in 6th. Probably be a little bit disappointed there. Got Tim Ant in 7th, False Equation in 8th. James Cruz in 9th. And Banana Cake Pie will start on the mediums in 10th. Hello there, How Is He in 11th. Danny Rick in 12th. And Ned Hugged My Dog. Smeg and Blue Dog will be the only guys that set no times at the moment. I'll quickly grab my drink and be back shortly. Alrighty, we are back and we're about to start the formation lap as Smeg's Gamer Tag's not going to shower for me. Lovely stuff, Cody's. So, that's great stuff. So, let's have a look at who's starting on what tyres, and it is interesting. No, I don't want that one. We want the telemetry. There we go. So, obviously, everybody in the top 10 will start on the tyres that they start on. That's pretty much obvious there. It may have to do a 2-stop. We'll have to wait and see. There may be a 1-stop up the sleeve, but they're probably going to have to hope for a safety car maybe, or just push the tyres a little bit more further. Probably is doable, but it's a real risk around here. So basically top 9 are on softs and Banana Cake Pie is on the medium, so looking in prime position. Outside the 10 we got Hello There, How Is He, Ned Hugged My Dog and Blue Dog. No relation, by the way. They're on the mediums, and Danny Rick and Smeg are going on the hard compounder tyres, so they're doing the opposite strategy. You see there that Smeg's helmet is back, his proper helmet colour, but the number will just stay the same there. So nice stuff, Cody's, as always. So, quick, let's have a look in the championship. So, it is Curving Texas on 370. Like I said, he leads the championship. 12 points clear of his championship rival, that being SD Big Chich. So, it's basically those two in this championship fight. Nobody else can fight for the championship. Tim Ant in position 3. He'll have a bit of a fight on his hands with this man on your screen. Finn Kelly is in 4th, not far behind. Smeg, who's been very, very consistent, in position 5. Bodhot in 6th. We've got The Rock, who's not here, in P7. False Equation in 8th. Stone Town in 9th. And Cutsy runs at your 10. And just outside, Iconic Hugh in 11th. James Cruz, Banana Cake Pie. Blue Dog, Hello There, How Is He? Breno, who's not here. Obviously, Big Donga, who hasn't been here for ages. Jaish and ASAP Rocky runs at your 19 drivers. Constructors, that's still up for grabs as well. The top 3, I think, are still in the Constructors fight. Renault on 591 points. Got a good advantage over Red Bull, who are currently 2nd, and Mercedes in 3rd at the moment on 513. So that's still up for grabs. Renault are in the box seat, but anything is possible. Both Renault drivers DNF, and both Mercedes and, well, one Red Bull driver have a decent race, and anything's possible. Haas in position 4. So making a late charge. Just 1 point clear, racing point. Got Williams in 6th, McLaren 7th, Ferrari 8th, Alfa Romeo in 9th, and Alfa Tauri runs at your top 10. And I think the scenario is pretty simple. So, if Curving Texas, I think if he finishes 2nd, it doesn't matter if Chich wins the race and gets the fastest lap. I think Curving's got this in the bag. But if he finishes 3rd, if this is Curving Texas, if he finishes third, and Chich needs to finish first and get the fastest lap. Doesn't matter. So let's see how this pans out. We'll mention throughout the race as we go. The 5 red lights. Away we go for the finale here at Singapore. A good start there for the pole sitter by the looks of things. He'll lead comfortably into turn 1. There's contact, I think, between one of the championship rivals and the AlphaTauri. That would have been very interesting to say the least. I can't work out which one of the AlphaTauris that was. That was a big risk there. Not sure if Curving's got any front wing damage. Might have got away with it. It looks like Bodhop will be putting a bit of pressure on that AlphaTauri. There's the McLaren in the background. As Chich is being put under pressure from Tim Ant, the other Renault driver there. But just plays it safe for the time being. Through we go into the Nickel Highway, side by side there with the other Renault of Bodhod. Up through Stanford Road we go. I think everybody relatively has got through cleanly. Interesting to see if Curving's got any damage. I don't know if he does. If he does, he might have light wing damage. He might have got away with it. I'll be very, very, very lucky to say the least. Through the Anderson Bridge section. Went through the old Singapore Sling as it used to be called. It's obviously changed for its first iterations back in 2008, 7 or 8, which whatever year it was. Might have been 8. I don't actually know. Was it 2008? I can't actually remember. I think it was 2008 when this race first started. Because I remember it caused all this controversy back then, to say the least. Although they didn't know about it until about a year later. So, better late than never, to say the least. But pretty comfortable so far. I think everybody's got through relatively cleanly. As that's Blue Dog getting a little bit sideways. Might still have that issue with the throttle issue. That intermittent throttle issue. But Finn Kelly, iconic, he gets the first 3-second time penalty of the race, and not a great start for him. But it's Finn Kelly, nearly 1 second clear, as the graphic always likes to screw itself up. Nice work, Cody's. Like I've said many a times in the past, I have sent a bug report in about this. Hopefully there's a fix coming. It better be bloody coming, very well coming soon, Cody's, because I think myself and any other commentators around were over this absolute rubbish that you have put together, that is to say the least. Should rectify itself as Chich and Bodhod are fighting side by side. Through turn 7, Bodhod will have this inside line here. Oh, equal. And Chich does get the move done, so he's up in the 5th now. Oh, he runs a little bit too deep there. Out of turn 9, but he manages to hang on for the time being. Yellow's in sector 2 as Chaos Bernarda's out of the Grand Prix. Virtual safety car has been deployed. Ned Hug, my dog, I think, has been caught up in that. Hello there, Howies. He's got a penalty. There's the damaged Ferrari. So Banana is not going to be scoring any points this race. Like to know if anybody else got caught up in damage. Blue Dog was obviously, I think, a bit further behind, so don't think he was affected in any way, shape or form. Ned Hug, my dog, I think may have been. Possibly, hello there, how is he? Because I did see a penalty. He has got end plate damage by the looks of things. I'm not sure exactly what's happened there. This Banana is the host, so hopefully he does stick around. So they're still under the virtual safety car. So we should go back racing pretty soon. I'll just quickly, we have a look at the incidents. Yes, okay, so 5-second time penalties for both Ned Hugged My Dog and Hello There How Wizzy. Apparently they both collided with each other. That's interesting. So they should get those penalties removed. As already pit stops are happening. It's, oh no, cheats, a 5-second time penalty. That's definitely not going to help his cause. Maybe the pressure building on him a little bit to do something, because he's, like I said, second in the championship. Needs to try something a little bit different. So this is what they're going to do. So we've got K-Walk on for to the mediums. Chich, I think he'll be going to the end on the hards. Bodhot on mediums. We've got obviously a couple of guys doing their pit stops to get rid of, well, one to get rid of their 5-second penalties and two to get front wing damage fixed. So hello there, how is he? And Ned Hug My Dog are on the hards, as well as Blue Dog. He's also on the hards. So a lot has happened in this race. Chich is not far behind Bodhod. And Bodhod will be trying to pull away here. You dare say both the way K-Walk and Bodhod are playing this game, I think they'll have to make another pit stop here. We only had a virtual safety car. Actually, not surprised. I'm actually surprised we didn't have a full safety car. So top 6 at the moment are still on the soft compactor tyres, and Finn has absolutely blazed away here. Nearly forgot my words there. 2.2 seconds clear of Iconic Hughes. Under a bit of attack there from the Red Bull of Curving, Texas. And just a bit of an update on my weather around my place. I think the thunderstorm's cleared, so fingers crossed the power does not cut out for a remainder of this. Otherwise, I'll be absolutely fuming. But I did get told as well that, sorry to spoil it for you guys and girls at home, but yeah, it is a dry race, unfortunately. It would have been nice to have a bit of weather to spice things up a little bit, but unfortunately not the case. Iconic here with the fastest lap of the race, 42.222. Very nice there for him, as there's Tim Ant into the pit lane. And I think this might be an unscheduled stop here, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe looking like it, because he's got front wing ready and waiting there. The Renault boys have got the front wing there, so he must have picked up damage somewhere along the line here, so he'll be on the mediums. Now, as the car, nice work, Cody's. Take a little bit of time to let the car release. There goes the lads. Let me get back onto the car, thank you. So he falls in behind Chich, comfortably ahead of Ned Hug, my dog here. Now, I think as well as a couple of guys that maybe actually, well, considering it's the release day of the PlayStation 5, I think there's a couple of guys, maybe a couple of guys, I think Banana is on the PS5. I'm not 100% sure on that one. I'm not sure about if Bodhot is as well. He might still be on the PS4, but they were testing this out, whether it was still okay for sort of the PS5 and PS4 to work in. If anybody missed out on the PS5, that includes yours truly. I'll probably have to be waiting till 2021 at least before I get my PlayStation 5. Thankfully, I got the Xbox X, but geez, trying today to get a PlayStation 5. That was a bloody nightmare to say the least, but failed miserably, so to worry about that one for the new year, to say the least. Finn Kelly now sets the fastest lap. 41.136, so he's definitely got the pace. There's yellow flags. Oh, there's a Mercedes around. That's false equation. Very weird spot to have a spin, I've got to say, to turn 21. Has he got any front wing damage? Looks like an end plate's missing, I think. Yeah, that's just me. Is the pit window's apparently open for the mediums? No, he's actually surprisingly got away with it, so I'm very shocked about that one. Kwok now sets the fastest lap of the race to 30. Oh, now it's set by Bodhot of 39.6. It was a 40 point something for Kwok. And now Bodhot, you see he's pulling away that gap already. This is what I think Bodhot needs to do here. He will have the tyre grip up his sleeve early on, but of course Chich may come back into it a bit later on with obviously the hard compactor tyres. And I think potentially you could get away with it, but he'd have to do a hell of a lot of tyre management, or maybe a late safety car may help him out here, so anything's possible. So we've still got 5 guys left on the soft compactor tyres, being the top 4 at the moment, which is Finn Kelly, Iconic Hugh in second. Curving's just dropped away a little bit here. Got James Cruz up into 4th place. Very nice drive from him. Got false equation there in 6. Obviously, he had the spin, and first of the hard compactor runners is Smeg, who's just kept me nice clears. Blue Dog is now out of the Grand Prix, as there's also yellow flags. That's Ned Hugged, my dog, who's around. Virtual safety car has now again been deployed. Where's he done? Ned Hugged, my dog. He's going for a spin again. Looks like it turns 7, in between turn 7 and 8. Blue Dog, I think he's done that out of turn 3. As race leader, a few of these guys are actually going to take advantage of this virtual safety car. I mean, why not? So should be the remainder of the soft competitor runners. Why would I think super softs? Probably because I've got a Formula 2 race tomorrow night, but in another league. But Finn onto the mediums. Iconic here on the mediums. Curving also on the mediums. So that'll give Smeg the race lead. Of course, started on the hards. Should have a comfortable margin. Who's got James Cruz on the mediums. False equation on the mediums. Yes, there he is. Those guys well and truly keeping ahead. I think Curving should maintain ahead of the AlphaTauri. Yes, he does. So that's very nice there for Curving, as it nearly gets a bit screwed over there a little bit by the restart. But probably just wanted to play cautiously. As I say that, I've got on board there with Danny Rick, who's done a full spin there. Thankfully, no damage. Fingers crossed he hasn't got any damage from that. Oh, don't get caught up in any dramas. So he's dropped a bunch of spots now as Bodhol gets a 3-second time penalty, but he's now dropped back to ninth place. He was fifth, now he's ninth, so that's not going to help for Danny Rick, who of course was another one that started on the hard compounded tyres. So Ned Hugged My Dog's back in the pit lane. It's Tim Ant who's just cleared Danny Rick, so he must be still struggling. Maybe he overheated tyres, maybe, I'm not sure. Let's see, he's gone on to the intermediate tyres. Okay. Don't be surprised maybe if a safety car does come out for Ned Hug My Dog, who's I don't think enters on a dry track. Would not recommend it at this stage. So fingers crossed that he doesn't get caught up in the lead. There's drama at all here and doesn't affect the championship, to say the least. So, of course, ghosting is not turned on for this league as well. So they've just got to play it nice and cautiously around here to the leaders. So is Smeg, who of course leads the way now on lap 7. This is also one of the longest races on the calendar, I think. It usually goes a lot longer than any other race in the F1 calendar. So at the moment, what is it, 10 past 9 my time. So this rate might be finishing by 10 maybe, who knows. We'll have to wait and see, but Finn will be closing in as a yellow flag. Oh, it's Chich, the man who's in second spot. He's going for a spin. Thankfully, I think he's only lost one spot, but he's dropped a bunch of time. Not sure exactly what has happened there with Chich. That's very unlike him. I don't think he's picked up any wing damage. It might have just gone for a spin there, taken the curve wrongly or something. I don't know, but it's very weird to say the least. I mean, he needed to take advantage of this. Especially considering, like I said, 12 points behind. But now he's now 4 spots behind Curving Texas. So at the moment, barring I don't put any more commentators' curses on anybody else. That's yellow flags. That'll be for Ned Hug My Dog, was just pulling out of everybody's road here. Very nicely done there. It's been very good so far, the lap traffic that I've seen. They've all been very courteous. Thankfully, no one's been causing any dramas, so that's fair game everywhere so far this season. So there's yellow Ned Hud by Dogs out of the race. Virtual safety car has now again been deployed. So I did say keep an eye out for if something like that should happen. So I did say it would. Where has he done this? This is just coming out of turn 13 and 14. There he is. Straight down Esplanade Drive. That's on board with hello there, how is he? Now everybody will just cool down a little bit. Actually, that's a very quick safety car there. Oh, Tim had a 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane. I think he was going to take advantage of this. Actually, they took the virtual safety car away even before they took the car away. What the hell's going on, Cody's? But mediums again for Tim Ant and a new front wing, so must be more damage around here. Hopefully the teams have brought a lot of front wings because they're definitely going to need them. That is for sure. So he'll drop behind, hello there, how is he, I think, into 12th. So where is Tim Ant at the moment? Oh, he's looking in danger of losing 3rd spot in the championship to Finn Kelly, because Finn's right on the back here of Smeg, who's going to fight hard round the outside. And he does it. He pulls it off. Very nice move there. Smeg wanted to try and fight hard, obviously, which he is fully entitled to, but Finn played that perfectly there and on the much better grip as well, mind you, and takes that effective race lead back here. And like I said, he's looking on track at the moment for top 3 in the championship, so that'll complete lap 8 onto lap 9. I think everybody's phasing out here. We've got a couple of close battles here. Bot closing into K-Wok. Chich is closing back up to James Cruz as well. So like I was saying before, big thank you to Alcatraz for letting us know in the Diamond chats on the Discord what the championships, what the ramifications were to be, especially the Drivers' Championship. Didn't mention the Constructors, but think at this stage it's still looking good for Renault. Oh, my word. That was James Cruz that went for a spin there, and Chich nearly ran into the side of him there. That would have been very, very awkward. Might have ended Chich's championship hopes there. And thankfully, he got away with it, and James Cruz only loses a couple of spots out of all of that. He's back behind False Equation now in position 9. And Chich back up in the 7th, but he's got a fair margin to catch up to the bod hold. He's closing in on Kwok for position 5. Timad back in again for another pit stop, so he's not having the greatest of times around Singapore, and he's going to have another front wing change. He's going to get rid of one of the 5-second time penalties. Not going very well at the moment. He's now onto the hard competitor tyres, but yeah, like I was saying, so it's only, like I said, 12 points in the championship battle between Curving Texas, who's the championship leader as at the moment, and Chich is currently 7th. So if it stayed where it was, Curving would win the championship. But basically, if Chich needed to take the championship, he'd need to win, plus get the fastest lap, which obviously in Dynamic Nights Esports, the point standings are a little bit different. So basically, he'd have to score, but if he won the race, it would be 42 plus the 1 point for the bonus, the fastest lap, which would be 43. And Curving would need to finish 3rd to have any shot of taking the championship. That's the only way I think Chich could win this race. If Curving finishes, I think, well, he didn't actually mention this at Alcatraz, but I think if Curving finishes 2nd, doesn't really matter too much. Or if he just stays ahead of Big Chich, then he's got this championship in the bag. He was still in the hunt, I think, on the blue tier on Monday. It didn't work out in the end, unfortunately, for him. So I think he crashed out as well, which I think he copped him a qualifying ban, which is not the greatest of ways to end the season in blue tier. Who was he fighting for in the championship there? I can't actually remember. Oh, damn it, I should know. Might have been a McLaren. I know for the fact anyway, but here we go. Iconic Hugh closing back onto to Smeg for 2nd. I'll actually have to find out here. It'll be a quick sec. We'll keep an eye on this battle here as well. Doing 2 things at once. Lovely stuff. It's really starting to close in here is the Alfa Romeo. He doesn't get past him here, and he's still got an opportunity down Raffles Boulevard. Not really quite close enough. Not greatest of runs through the final corner. A couple of corners, I should say. So have to bide his time for now. Keep an eye on Bod Hot as well. He's closing in on Kwok. Ah, yeah, that's right. It was OP Magic, of course, who I think took the championship. If you haven't seen it, go check that out on the Dynamic Nights Esports YouTube channel. The live stream was on there with KD and BK. I think you did that one for us. As Iconic is now cleared Smeg for a 2nd spot. So he takes that back outright. Well, Smeg will still have to stop here. But Yellow T, I think, got decided there as well. Blue Dogs rejoined. I don't know why, because he's DNF'd out of this race. By checking on other things. Danny Rick into the pit lane. I think this is an unscheduled pit stop. Goes on to the mediums and near front wing as Kwok gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. But these guys are still hanging on. Not too much to the back of Curving. But Kvyat's Pans, I think, took the yellow tier on the Wednesday nights. That was done. The stream was done there by Hello There, How Is He? Big ups to him for doing those. I think the last couple of live streams he's done for the yellow tier, so great job by him. Doesn't he do anything silly here? Just play it nice and cautiously here. Don't know the ramifications in the Constructors' Championship. Well, you probably all would have seen it on your screen anyway, but Renault 591. Pretty much in the box seat. I think if Bodhod finishes, if both Renaults finishes, I think we'll get some decent points. What's 6th place? It's 20 points and 12 is 9 points. So it's 29 compared to if you've got Mercedes there who are 18 and 16 points. What's that, 34? Don't think it'd be enough anyway. And Red Bull curving's in P4 at the moment with 26 points. So they might switch, second and third may switch around, but I think Renault may have this one in the bag in terms of Constructors' Championship. So for the Diamond tier, so we've got the gearbox glitch already. Lovely stuff. Really only the closest battle here at the moment is Bodhod. There's a little bit of lag there with Kwok. Have a look down here through the Anderson Bridge. No, displays. Oh, it's incautious. Lazy runs at the back. There is actually Kwok's lagging a little bit. I think he's an international driver, I do believe. Couldn't actually remember what country flag it was showing. I know I've seen it before. I can't just quite pick it in my brain at the moment what country he's from. So we're hanging on at the moment. It's actually just allowing curving just pull away a little bit. So gap now 6.1 seconds between Finn Kelly, who's I think put a lap on Tim Ant. Over Iconic Q in position 2. It's currently 11th in the standings is Iconic. I think he'll get position 10 at this rate over, what's it, Cutsy? No, what's he on? 104 points, 35. He might even get P9 here at this rate, because Stonetail obviously is not here either, so could very well finish in the top 10. Just needs to just play patiently. Doesn't really need to do anything too silly. Doesn't necessarily have to win the race. Oh, is he? I say that. Nearly bins the car coming through the Anderson Bridge. I'll put the bloody commentator's curse on again. Jesus Christ. I better stop talking about certain drivers, to say the least. Otherwise, they might be complete. I might be, yeah. Might cop it a bit later. No, these guys are okay, to say the least. But everybody really is just phasing out here at the moment. Gaps obviously pretty close in between Smeg and Iconic Q. Smeg can go long in this race, so doesn't really need to do anything too silly. Chich is 16 seconds away from Bodhod as Yellow's in Sector 3. I'm going to guess that's Tim Ant. It is. He's gone around. We'll be careful because there's one of the leaders coming through. Oh, yeah, good call there. What a good thing there, Smeg. Just you kept it on the racing line there as Bodhod into the pit lane. So, and I'm going to assume it looks like a front wing ready and waiting. So Renault have definitely hopefully brought many a front wings, as it looks like they're going to need it. Onto the hards he goes. And a new front wing. So it'll drop him back out into 9th place here, because there's a bit of a gap back to Hello the Helwizzy in 10th. Should be able to go to the end. It's just Tim Ant just pulling out of the way of the leading group so far. So puts Chich up in the 6th spot at the moment. Curving slowly but surely, taking a bit of time out of Smeg there for 3rd. Great shot there over the Anderson Bridge. Bit of a gap there, you can see in the background, that's Kwok in the AlphaTauri. I don't think you want to be too involved too much in this battle, obviously, considering this man here is involved in championship fight. Getting that DRS and curving, if he within a shot. Yellow's in Sector 2, that's Tim Ant again. No, sorry, that's Bodhod. My apologies. Wrong one, as he's reversing his way over the Anderson Bridge. Interesting way to do that. That's the wrong camera angle. Need the front angle. So cold tyres obviously affecting Bodhod there. In a bit of an up and down season for Bodhod. Don't spin it, lad. For Bodhod, obviously the reigning Diamond Tier champion. As here we go with James Cruz. We'll come back to that in a second. Up the inside of False Equation. That was very close there, but False hangs on for now. Still got opportunities. He gets trying to get the drive out of there. And a turn 5 through onto Raffles Boulevard. We just hang on through here. It's like I'm going to assume False is using a bit of overtake, so ERS. So yes, he does. He hangs on for now. Don't need to be making much silly moves there, but yeah, obviously Bodhod, I think he knew he had to hand over the championship as Timant has a 5-second time penalty, and he's up the escape road there at turn 13, just past the Anderson Bridge, and not going well for the Renault drivers. Still on track, I think, for the constructors, barring I don't put the commentator's curse on them. I think he knew early on in the season that he had to hand over the championship to somebody else. So it'll be either Curving or Big Chich he'll be handing that number 1 crown to. Don't get why we can't use the number 1 number anymore in this game. I just don't get it. It's obviously, it'd be obviously a person's choice if they want to obviously use the number 1 on the car, but especially for leagues, if you're like the reigning champion, I don't know why they got rid of that, to be honest. I can't remember when they got rid of it. Was it in the last game? I think it was 2018 they had it on that game, but 2019 might have changed it up a bit, which is, yeah, is the way it goes, really. So, we go again. Here comes James Cruz, closest to the back of the Mercedes. Again, can't quite do anything about it. Very big understeer there for False. Curving's in the DRS window as well for Smeg. You're wanting to clear him as quick as he can. We'll jump aboard back with James Cruz. There's every single bit of overtake here, and the DRS might send up the inside of the turn 7. False does give room, but can't quite complete the move, so I have to do that all over again. Guys have got quite a comfortable margin to Bodhod. We think they'll have to pit again as yellow flags. That's Timant again. So these Renault drivers are just not having the greatest of races. Anderson Bridge is not really their favourite corner, I don't think, at this moment. More front wing damage for Timant, so he'll have to come back in. If he can just complete the race, it should be enough for the Renault at the moment. Don't know if it matters too much if he DNFs. They just don't need to do anything silly. He's got comfortable margins. Jump back to Curving, who's still closing in here on Smeg, he's always been doing a pretty decent job all season as Smeg. Very comfortable. Oh, False has gone around, so that ends that battle he and James Cruz were having. I don't know whether they've come into contact or whether False has had an error somewhere along the line. Timant back into the pit lane again as he's going to retire the car, so not a great day all around for Timant. I had a feeling that was going to happen. James Cruz into the pit lane as well. Going to go on to another set of mediums. Should be okay to get to the end. I'm not sure whether he'll still do this 2-stop or whether he's going to do a 3-stop. That'll be risky, but of course he'll get the extra bonus point for that. Meanwhile, the other close battle here, Curving. Goes in again. He has the DRS on Smeg. Well, Smeg has still yet to pit, obviously, as he started the race outside the top 10 and went on to the hard, so not sure whether he'll be going on to mediums or the softs. I wouldn't rule out the softs because if he can push the hard competitor tyres to about, lap 24 onwards, then he can jump onto the soft competitor tyres and get to the end and maybe even get the fastest lap of the race. I think I'm just hearing a little bit of rumbling around my place, so please don't thunderstorm now. Do it after the race, please. You can even thunderstorm at Singapore if you wanted to, just to spice things up a bit. But I don't think that's going to happen. As K-Walk into the lane. This is his last stop, I think, onto another set of mediums. So that'll elevate Chich up in the 5th spot now. And of course, K-Walk will have a much, much better grip later on, so... Now the two championship rivals are sort of near each other, but there's a fair gap between them at the moment. 20 seconds back to Chich between here and Curving. You see the difference on the mini-map there on the right-hand side. Botthot again, another 3-second time penalty. Haven't been seeing too much penalty so far from the top guys, so that's pretty decent all round. This is sort of known for a corner-cutting track. We're just keeping it nice and safe here. James Cruz back into the pit lane again. He literally just came back in not long ago, and he's got, looks like a front wing ready and waiting. Was there much damage on the last one? Must have been, because he's having the front wing change onto the set of softs. So that plan has now gone out the window. I think on that one. At front, it's still Finn Kelly as we start lap 19. And he's going to lap James Cruz, I think, as well. So hopefully James doesn't put up, if he does catch up to him, doesn't put up too much of a fight. As Smeg is now finally coming to the pit lane. So ignore what I said about going on to the soft compounder tyres. He's going to go the mediums to the end and should quite comfortably get to the end. So should come out in position 5 behind Chich, who I think will go to the end. He might not rule out going onto the softs later on. Here comes K-Walk down the front straight, and I think it's going to be close, but Smeggy might hang on. There's a little bit of lag with K-Walk, I think, or it might be me. I'm not entirely sure. He just hangs on. It might be just K-Walk there. I think the international driver. The rain is pissing down here at the moment. Down at my place. So Smeggy does hang on for now. Very comfortable P5. Didn't really rule out a P4 at this current moment. Let's have a, while we've got a little breather, let's have a look at the penalty situation. Finn Kelly, squeaky clean, very nice. Iconic Q, obviously that one penalty. So even if he gets close, I don't think it'll matter too much. Curving with the one warning, but I don't think lap 1 warnings counts earlier on. Chich, 5-second time penalty. That would have probably been inserted the pit stop, so he's got nothing. Smeg, he's kept it pretty clean as well. K-Walk, he's got 1 time penalty. Plus we got false equation. It says he's got an invalidated lap time. I think he's so far clean so far. Bodhod, 2 penalties. We got hello there, Hal Wizzy. They got that 5-second time penalty, which would have been served, but other than that, 1 warning. Danny Rick in the AlphaTauri. He's got 2 penalties. He's just got 1 recently, by the looks of things. James Cruz, just the 1 warning. And I think everybody else is DNF'd or retired out of this race. Iconic Hugh into the pit lane. So that would be his 2nd pit stop, I think, as Finn has done the same thing as well, so I missed that. Now elevates Chich up onto the podium and Curving into the race lead. Of course, Curving probably have to stop again. Chich may have to stop again as well. But he may go to the end here. Depends on how much tyre life he's got left up his sleeve. At this rate, I don't know if it'll be enough to maybe claim the championship. But you never know. Stranger things have happened. We're going to do my mass summaries very quickly if that's the case. At the moment, it'll be Finn Kelly that's still got the effective race lead on 9 seconds. Nearly 10 seconds clear of Chich. Botthot again, another 3-second time penalty. K-Walk closing into the back here of Smeg. 1 lap fresher tyre difference. James Cruz hits the fastest lap, obviously with a 37.8. I think he will get the bonus point if he stays in P11. K-Walk right up to the back there of Smeg. Curving is going to stay out again, by the looks of it. Yes, he is. So James Cruz has got by Danny Rick. I don't think Danny Rick put up much of a fight there too much, really. So, yeah, Curving is going to push on here. You rule out maybe he going to the soft competitor tyres for later on. Obviously, mean he'll be behind Chich. Now, Chich will be under attack pretty soon, I would think, from the guys on the mediums. Being these two, and don't rule out Iconic Hugh as well, who's got some pace. That is for sure. Actually, K-Walk's left the session. Never mind. Scrap that what I said. I don't think I've got him on my friends list. I'll just have to quickly check. No, that's not the one I wanted. Is he on my K-Walk? K-Walk. Do I have a K-Walk? I don't think I do. H... What letter are we looking for? K. No, I don't think I've got him, so I can't help him, unfortunately. Bot is back in the lane again, onto the soft competitor tyres. So he might have to do another pit stop there later on. Might be for another front wing change as well, I'm not sure. Below there, how is he's just chilling, I think, pretty much in P9. 17 laps on the hards, because he came in under the virtual safety car. Here we go. This is going to be an interesting battle. As also Finn is closing in on Curving. Curving might be trying to push it out maybe for a soft tyre run, or maybe have less for the mediums. But no, he's going to push on. Okay. We'll keep an eye on things. It's no surprise Finn sets the fast lap 37.7. Been the man at the moment so far. James Cruz gets a 3-second time penalty. Just Finn's going to play patiently here. Smeg has gone by because Chich is coming into the pit lane, so he's not going to try and go to the end of the race on the hard competitor tyres. I don't think Curving put up much of a fight there. Chich is going to serve that 5-second penalty. Sorry for a second there. I thought it was... hang on. I just to check something here. Is that rain I'm seeing? I thought there was no rain for this race. Maybe I'm wrong. It's actually coming down. So, wow, this changes a little bit here. Maybe Chich may have made the wrong call here. Did this, what track was it? Belgium, I think it was. Did a similar thing where he came in. I think he went onto the wrong competitor tyres, and then the rain came down. So, wow, this changes now. This changes it. I'm not sure if K-Walk's rejoined or not. It might have, actually. This has changed. So that may be why Curving is staying out here. Maybe waiting till the weather comes and then getting onto the intermediate tyres. Just check again in the Discord chat what was said for the weather forecast. So that's Danny Rick into the pit lane. Iconic here, another 3-second time penalty. So, yep, Curving pulls away as that was... Oh, K-Walk up the escape road there at... oh, dear, that's... what's going on here? That's probably a bit of lag there. That's K-Walk up the escape road there and gets going again. It might have been solar dummy, I'm not actually sure, because I was told by Hello There, How Is He said weather predicted dry, quali and race. So, maybe the virtual safety cars, yeah, we've only had virtual safety cars, haven't we, around this track, so, yeah, if maybe we didn't have the virtual safety cars, it may have changed things a little bit, but obviously not the case. There's yellow sector 3, I don't know why. There's nothing there. They're probably going as long as they dare. Danny Rick's obviously gone for the gamble onto the intermediates, but probably just a little bit too early as there's Bot sitting at fastest lap with 37.6. Might be put under pressure here from Chich. Probably want that extra bonus point. Like I said, if he wants to win this championship, he'll have to have that extra bonus point plus win the race. And hope Curving finishes third or lower, or any chance of that happening. But at the moment, it's looking like in favour of Curving. else we got? James Cruz closing in on hello there, how is he? It's an interesting shot there, I've got to say, on the back of the McLaren. You should get this move done. I don't think hello there, how is he will fight it too much here. Soft compactor tyres compared to 19 lap old hards. You can probably tell the difference as he just pulls out of that there, and there goes James up into 9th place. Fair margin to catch back up to Bodhon. That may actually help him here. Again, Bodhon's going to have to reverse here. He did this a few laps earlier, so he's have to do it again. So the Renaults are just not having a great day. Must be around the Singapore Sling or the Anderson Bridge, or maybe even the weather maybe just changed a little bit there. So not really working out at the current moment. It's still Finn Kelly that leads the way. He's got a 9-second gap here at the moment. Doesn't really need to take any unnecessary risks at the moment. He's probably got this win wrapped up in the bag here. It'll be 5 out of the last 6 races if that were to happen. Curving Tex is still on P2. He's staying out here. Probably just waiting for this weather to get worse before so he can jump onto the intermediates potentially, if that does actually happen. We've got Smeg, who's in 3rd. Being chased down slowly but surely by Iconic Q. Oh dear, that's Bodhod. I'm going to assume he's crashed into the pit wall there. Well, he actually might have been trying to come into the pit lane there and he's failed miserably. I need a better camera shot than this. Just going to pull off the side. Yep, he's got no front wing, so I'm going to assume he tried coming into the pit lane. It's not worked, and he's ended up hitting the pit wall, that area there, coming into the pit lane. So he's going to have to do a whole lap with no front wing, so it's not great news. Let me just check. P10, P11. Oh, there's people happening as Curving's into the lane. So he's going to go softs here, okay. So obviously he thinks the weather's not going to go fully wet. He's got quite a margin over Chich, so he doesn't need to take any necessary risks. But just how wet is he going to get in these last few laps? There's K-Walk. There's Curving just leaving the lane now, so he should comfortably come out in P5. So now he can have a little bit of fun and maybe get the fastest lap as quick as he can before the weather maybe sets in a little bit more. He's still on track at the moment. What's the difference? P5, P6, 23 to 20 points. So that would pretty much be a 3-point gain, and he'll probably win it by 15 points at this rate. Barring an absolute mishap here. It's looking like the top 2 positions are well and truly set in stone here. So I think both, like I said, both Finn Kelly and Smeg do not have penalties. Iconic Hugh definitely has a couple. Same with K-Walk, I think. Comfortably in P4. Yellow's in Sector 3. That's just Bodhod, I think, just getting out of the race leader's way. So he's been put down a lap. Let's actually just watch this here. Make it very cautiously through here, please. Okay, so... Oh dear, don't do that, Bodhod. Please come in carefully as he just gets a penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Lovely stuff. So what have we got? Both the Mercedes boys are 6th and 7th. Chich will get 20 points, and the False Equation will get 18 points at this rate. He's on 18 lap old medium, so that may be a little bit out of... well, he might have to pit again, or maybe just going to the weather. The Bodhod comes in for Inters. Bodhod will, if he stays 12th, he'll get 10 points. Danny Ricks is... oh no, he's well and truly behind, so he'll comfortably come out in position 10. Probably lose it as he gets a penalty for crossing the pit lane, exit line. I've not seen that for ages. Usually you get a warning for that, but if you cross it a little bit too much, then you'll cop a penalty. There's Curving going by. Man who'll probably take the number 1 off Bodhod at this rate. So 10 and 38. Could have done my maths here, really. That's if it stayed this way. Not necessarily it will happen. Jesus, Bodhod, don't bin the car, please. While I'm on board, while I'm doing maths here at one point. 591 plus, what's that, 12. Should be 6:03 compared to what is Mercedes on 5:13 plus. That'd be, well, they're 6 and 7, 38. That probably would not be enough anyway. So, oh dear, Plothod's gone for a spin again at the same spot. Oh dear, be careful. Oh, that's and that was Chich as well. So, that's just what you need. I think if this Plotod just stays where he is, I think Renault pretty much got this one wrapped up in the bags. But curving, let's see, position 5, 23 points go for. Oh no, Jesus! Don't do that, please. Danny Rick's gone back onto the soft, so it's definitely not wet enough. So he might be okay to the rest of this race here. You see curving, trying to fly it around here. Let's not get the fastest lap of the race. See, what is it? Let's, where is it here? Get the right one. There we go. So 37.643. Oh dear. Want to be careful there. So 39.732 is curving's fastest lap, so just probably taking nice and cautiously. Going to assume that's Plotod just around again. He's going to probably go do this track backwards at this rate. I don't think it's at the right tyre at this point in time. So curving, where is he? P5, 23 points. He gets P4, 26 points. Red Bull on 5.26. If we just say they get 26 points, not saying they will. 5.52. Red Bull 5, 1.513 plus 38. James Cruz with the 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Actually go right down to the wire, I think. Yellow's in sector 3. Oh, it looks like false equation. Yes, it is. So he's had a spin. I dare say the medias would probably be dying at this point. He's got front wing damage as well, so that's not going to help Mercedes' cause at this point. Let me just do that again. 5.26 plus 26. So what's changing at this moment? So Plothod's gone for another spin, or just might be just waiting for the leaders. No, sorry, that was actually the next group. Hello there, how is he? He's just been put down a lap by Finn Kelly. He's got quite a margin. Look at that, nearly 20 seconds over Smeg. 3.1 seconds clear of Iconic Q. I think he'll comfortably maintain a podium, so that's not too bad overall. As curving just trying to get past K-Walk as quick as he can, but that's probably not going to help his cause. If he keeps seeing that red X in the foreground, he'd be probably hoping he disconnects or something again, so he doesn't have to worry about it, but we want to probably do it on track. Ooh, careful. Yep, very nice and cautious through there for curving. I'm going to assume False is going to come into the pit lane. Yes, he is. I think he might go down a lap here as well. So they're getting the front wing ready at Mercedes. And a set of softs for him. Might actually get passed by Hello There, How Is He? But they might maintain it, so... But if curving does finish 4th, that probably includes with penalties as well, because I think K-Walk has got penalties included. Let me quickly check that again. Where are we? 4th place. A couple of invalidated lap times plus a penalty. Curving has nothing, pretty much. So, yeah, it just keeps it pretty clean, and I think he's got 4th in the bag here. But I think, if my maths is right... False gets back past Hello There, How Is He? Let's just say he gets back for 7th, and both Mercedes finish 6th and 7th. Red Bull will actually finish 2nd in the constructors by 1 point. There's actually, K-Walk's rejoined. What the hell? Oh no, he's left the session. Okay, has he actually left the session now? No, actually, what's going on here? I don't actually know what's going on. Might have just rejoined and back again, but I'm still saying he's red Xing, so I'd be very cautious curving if I were you if this was the case. Got a 17-second margin to Chich. You don't need to do anything silly. Red Xing very, very badly here. There's K-Watt. It's really going to bide your time here. But that's at this stage. I think Renault got the Constructors' Championship. And Red Bull finished second by 1 point. Should Foles get by Hello There, How Is He? Which it could easily be doable because he's on the softs compared to the hards as graphics glitchy. Oh no, curving. What's happened here? Has he tried for a move there or something? Does that look very weird there? Don't think he's got any wing damage. I lost a bit of time. Graphics playing up a little bit, so somebody may have rejoined. Again, I'm not sure. We'll just give it a second. It'll just fix itself up in a minute. So, we're at lap 30. We're getting nearer 10 o'clock my time. How long have we been actually recording for? Let me just see. 1 hour and 16 minutes. Okay, a little bit less than I thought it was. Yellow's in Sector 3. That's... oh, no. Chich is around. He's got no front wing. I think that's pretty much over now. I doubt whether he'll be able to do another lap around here unless he wants... I don't think he want to chuck the car on the wall at this point. Got a margin. Remember, to Hello There, How Is He? So he can afford a pitch stop if he wants to. But I think that's pretty much now confirms our champion in the Diamond tier. As he comes into the pit lane. Put that over, take off, please. Thank you. K-Walk's lagging badly, big time. I don't know what's going on there. Yellow Sector 3, that's James Cruz around. As there goes the rest of the front wing. Oh, Danny Rick's not too far behind here either. Going to send it? Yeah, probably have to. Let's just see if he's got any front wing. No, he does not. So that answers your question. Although he's a lap car, so it probably doesn't really matter too much. Pulse does get back past Hello There, How Is He for 7th. As we're on the last lap, surprisingly. Where is the leader? There he is. As he's just going to come out there, Chich, as well. So, I wonder if Chich is going to probably put the white flag out here and maybe go down a lap so he just doesn't have to do another extra lap here. Or they may try and actually keep in front of the leader. Never know. He's got the blue flags going here, so probably got no other choice, really. So, yeah, he's going to probably be the better option. Bod hot again, another 3-second time penalty. The margin, look at that, 22 seconds clear of Smeg, who's done a very nice job yet again. Did join late in qualifying. Obviously started on the hard competitive times, went to the mediums and done a very good job. And the weather really hasn't turned too much there, so Curving's coming in late here. Don't know why. Probably knows he's got the championship in the bag. Iconic Hugh in 3rd. K-Walk in 4th. Okay, interesting call there for the wets. Not sure what the basis of that is. Probably he knows that the race leader, Chich, is right up the back of Finn Kelly. I don't think he's going to fight it too much here. Oh no, what's going on here? I don't even know what's going on. I think Finn wanted to let him back past here so he could get his lap back, but no, Chich has just played it nice and cautiously through there. Curving, please don't bin the bloody car in the wall. I know he'll probably say that a bit later on, but okay, Finn's just going to make it a bit interesting here and just let Chich go by. Bodhod's also on the wets, as he's got another 5-second penalty. I have no idea what the hell is going on here, but actually, I think Chich is going to let him go here. So it's going to be 5 out of the last 6 for Finn Kelly. He takes the win at Singapore as the fireworks go off here. He will finish 3rd in the championship, I think, as well, considering Tim Ant DNF'd out of this race. And we have to wait a fair while. Chich has finished, obviously, in 6th. False Equation in 7th. Here comes Smeg in position 2. What a very nice drive there for good old Smeg. I think he would nearly finish 4th in the championship as well, considering with Tim Ant's DNF. So Tim Ant will drop back to 5th, I think, in this championship. Iconic Hugh just finishes the race at P3, only just. There comes K-Walk. No, sorry, that was Danny Rick. My apologies. There comes K-Walk. Just across the line there, Ed 4th. But here he comes. Who else are we waiting for? Hello there, how is he's finished in 8th. James Cruz is on the wets in 9th. Bothod's in 10th. 11th, sorry, my bad. But we're just waiting on these guys. Please actually finish the race. So, as he's just going to do a little bit of a drift around here as literally the fireworks going off. I don't know how they'd be going off in wet weather, but somehow they're out. There they are. So just doing a bit of drift work, I think, is curving. James Cruz has got 0 front wing yet again, so he's struggling to the end. Bothod has got a front wing. He's going to, please don't pin it in the wall, curving. Don't do what you did in the Monday, Tiff, for goodness sake. So you got a minute 30 up your sleeve. If you wanted, you could do an extra burnout if you wanted to. As he is going to celebrate very early here. Just remember to cross the line, please, curving. I know he can't hear me, but may as well finish it off in style. But here he comes. Curving Texas will finish 5th and will win the Diamond Tier Championship. Big congratulations to him. Commiserations to Big Chich. Those two have probably been the big two that have been the big fighters in the championship. Oh, my words are all over the shop. Speg gets the driver of the day. Probably a fair share coming from, where was it, 14th or something, I think, from memory. We'll probably see it a little bit later on. But, yeah, commiserations to Chich. Definitely gave us one hell of a fight in the end, but unfortunately the results just didn't pay the way in the end in the Diamond Tier. Probably fair shout out as well to Tim Ant, because I think he was in the championship fight as well, but obviously he missed a few races along the way, so that probably didn't help his cause at all. But like I said, 5 of the last 6 victories for Finn Kelly. Been a very dominant man, and finishes, I think, 3rd in this championship as well, by Mass is right. I don't know whether they'll have the championship standings afterwards, but we'll wait to see. So, final results. Finn wins from pole position. He takes the race victory. Smeg comes home in 2nd spot from 14th, like I said. Iconic Hugh on the podium as well. Quaywalk in position 4. Your champion, position 5, Curving Texas. Big Chich ends up 6th and will finish 2nd in the championship, a lap down. False Equation 7th. Hello there, how is he in 8th? James Cruz in 9th, and Danny Rick rounds out your 10. You got Bodhot in P11. We'll get the extra bonus point for fastest lap. Then we got Tim Ant, Ned Hug My Dog, Blue Dog, and Banana Cake Pie, your DNFers for the Singapore Grand Prix. Wowee, that was certainly entertaining all round, to say the least. So, I think that's definitely confirmed as well that Renault are the Constructors' champions for Diamond T2. So big congratulations to both the Bodhot and to Tim Ant. Yeah, and Red Bull, I think, will finish up 2nd in the Constructors' Championship as well, if my maths is right. Hopefully I've got that right. And Mercedes will end up in position 3. I think Haas have come home a comfortable position 4 there in the end. But, yeah, that's pretty much it, I say the least. Like I said, I don't know whether the championship standings will be fully done when the video does come out. Fingers crossed that they are, but if not, I'll probably mention them somewhere in maybe in the comment section, maybe, of how it all finished up in the end. But just like to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody. Let's just say, I don't even know how to do this. We'll just have a look at the showroom car there. The Red Bull, your Constructors, the Drivers' Champion, Curving Texas. I'm all over the shop now, but just like to say a massive, massive thank you for everybody that, well, depending on whether you were watching the live streams earlier on or whether you're watching the POVs that I've been recording the last few races, massively appreciated. It's been a lot of fun, I've got to say the least, and commentating is definitely, well, it's a lot different to say the least, but I think I've enjoyed commentating a lot more than driving on this game, to say the least. But yeah, big thank you to everybody at Dynamic Knights Esports who put the whole show on together. Obviously, the championship finished up a little bit earlier than what was expected, but things do change along the way. So it's I think I'll hopefully leave an image of what's going to happen in for next season, which I think will be starting mid-Jan, if I'm not mistaken. I'll probably have to double check on that one very quickly. But But to everyone at D&E, I'm probably going to forget a few names along the way. But to Alcatraz, to Bodhod, who was, I think, the tier supervisor for Diamond Tier. He did everything with getting drivers to get to race in the Diamond Tier as well as the championship standings. So big ups to him, and to the very lazy towel who got me involved this season. Obviously, he had to pull out, obviously, because of university work, which is fair play. But yeah, even if depending on whether you're watching the live streams, we did have a few glitches along the way, but do go check them out if you have not seen them at all. We did get there in the end without any glitches, I think. But it would have been nice as well to end the season with him as well. But I think he's a bit busy, like I said, with the university work. So yeah, fingers crossed. Maybe I can commentate with him in the future. But and to all the drivers as well for doing this Diamond Tier, thank you for putting all your heart and soul into this. Obviously, this is a racing line only tier, I think, from memory as well. So as I think a few guys have definitely made the step up as well to maybe push for the big tier next year. Well, yeah, it will be next next season, won't it? Actually, so yeah, so big ups to everybody who'd put their heart and soul in just turning off the assists and getting used to the racing line only. And like I said, big congratulations to Curving, who was drivers champion for season 1 on F1 2020, if that makes sense. Obviously, Bodhod was the reigning champion, like we said last season. But congrats to Renault for winning the Constructors' Championship, both Bodhod and Timant. I don't know what else to say much. If I've forgotten anything, I apologise. Oh, big ups to the sponsors of the Dynamic Nights Esports, that being Track Racer, Redefined Gaming chairs. Check them out, as well as cdkeys.com, especially if you want to get a certain key for, well, it doesn't matter what game it is. You get a special discount. Just head to cdkeys.com, I think it is. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, Razer, which do keyboards and mouses. So, especially if you're up in the PC side of things, yeah, go check them out as always. But I don't really know what much to say. So season 2 is going to be obviously a little bit different. It obviously won't be till the new year, which will be, I think it's around mid-January 2021 when the new season. But it will be squashed down to just the one night over. Well, there'll be 3 tiers over just the one night, so it won't be spread out like it usually is. Like Blue's on the Monday, Yellow is on a Wednesday, Diamond tier, obviously what I do, is on a Thursday, and what we did have the Master tier on Friday. So that's going to be changed up a little bit. So pretty much every tier is going to be on the Monday night. So if I've got the image on the screen there, you'll probably see it, but they're going to have 4 PS4 tiers, but there's going to be 3 on the Monday night and 1 on Saturday morning. But basically, there's a few little tweaks along the way. So obviously, the Master tier was the no assist at all. That's been tweaked a little bit. Possibly could have the racing line added for next season. So it's not officially confirmed as of yet, but I think it's being called Platinum as well next season. So there's a little tweak there. Tier 2 will be known as Gold, I believe. That may change, not 100% sure, but it will have a limit. It says limited assists there as well, so might have maybe a couple more assists added. I'm not 100% sure on that one, but then you got tier 3, which will have and pretty much all assists really, and then the global tier, which is basically whichever what do you call it, region you're from, you're pretty much allowed to. So I could race against some the Europeans or the Americans along the way. So that's there as well on a Saturday morning for Australia, New Zealand people, and everywhere else you'll see it on the screen. So streaming wise, it might be a bit different. I'm not 100% sure I'll be able to record maybe put some POVs along the way, but you never know, because I already do. I co-commentate on an Xbox League on a Monday night, so that may be a little bit difficult. Maybe times where we get week breaks, we might I might come back on this side of things, but at this stage it might not happen. But well, you never know. Things may change. We'll have to wait and see. So, but especially, I think a big thank you to everybody who doesn't matter whether you watch the live streams with all the technical gremlins that we had with Lazy Towel. He probably would agree that he probably wanted to kill his PC half the time, but or his streaming gear. But yeah, I've enjoyed doing this. Obviously, for the remainder of the season. Like I said, I would have liked the Towel to finish to join me along the way if he wanted to, but obviously I think university work took a priority. So yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Doing these last few races. I do apologise. Obviously, I did miss the what was it? The Britain and the Canada Grand Prix. And then, obviously, I basically did Austria, Belgium, Italy, and now Singapore. So, I think I'm waffling on too much here. But a big thank you to everybody who watched all these videos anyway. Really means a lot. And if you want to go... Also, if you want to subscribe to my channel, there is hit that subscribe button. I've passed 150 subscribers, so that's really, really cool, to say the least. I want to hopefully push on a little bit further, but maybe get to 200. That might be pushing it a little bit, but you never know. Also, go check out the Dynamic Knights Esports YouTube channel and their Twitch channels, so you can check out whether it be Formula 1 or GT Sport. I think America's may be finishing up very soon, actually. Let me quickly double check with the standings, because they all got them all the one side of things. But I think America may have another... What do they got left? They've probably got a couple more races left. So tune into the Americas tier. I'm not actually sure who commentates on the Americas tier, to be honest. I think Smeg may do it a couple of times. I'm not 100% sure. But go check them out for the final 3 rounds, because I think the championship is still up for grabs there between Top Gun and Lopez Matias. So, yeah, go check that out. And go subscribe to the Dynamic Knights Esports YouTube channel. And follow them on the Twitch channel as well. For Formula 1 and for GT Sport as well. But, yeah. I think until the next time, whenever you see me on Dynamic Knights Esports, it is goodbye.